Welcome to Kitchen Table Conversations, a series of short and shareable conversation starters for those of us who have or love and support people with a complicated and beautiful brain. Here's your host, Angela Geddes.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Kitchen Table Conversations. This is Angela here, and I'm just so pleased that you've decided to spend some time with me today. Today is actually the last week in December before our Christmas holiday break, and this will be the last live podcast for the year. So just finding this so hard to believe that we're already here, and recognizing that for me, the holiday season is a wonderful time of year, and I'm so grateful to be able to have a circle of really special people in my world that I get to share time with. And coincidentally, I'm heading out to a first of many family gatherings today. So I'm just really grateful of the opportunities that I have to spend time with a really amazing circle of fine people. But I also realize that the holiday season is not such a joyous experience for everyone. And in fact, it can be a really, really difficult time of the year when people are not surrounded by the circles that they were expecting to be. And maybe if they're struggling with other things like mental health and addictions and challenges of all kinds, extreme loss, that kind of thing. So, and, let's not forget that the cost of living is really, really high. And there's just so many people struggling financially in ways that they never really thought they would. So many more people using the food banks than ever before. And these are really real considerations that I think all of us need to be mindful of this time of year. So, that being said, very proud to say that some family members of mine participated in a fundraiser just last weekend, actually. It's on my Facebook page, so I encourage you to check it out. There's a little song in there, some great songwriting and song performances in an effort to raise some money. And boy, did they raise money. This is the second annual Jessie T and Friends Christmas for the food bank, music for the food bank. And this year they doubled what was donated last year, and which amounts to 1,300 people being able to have access to a warm meal at Christmas. So it's pretty amazing what a small and passionate group of people can do. Yeah, just very honored to participate in something like that. And I can remember the first Christmas that I was without my children following a pretty difficult separation. And, when our family was disrupted quite significantly. And really kind of felt like I was going to be lost without them. Not sure how I was going to navigate this for the first time. But a friend of mine, Ingrid Hyde, actually invited me to participate in volunteering opportunity to serve Christmas dinner to some of the less fortunate in the little town of Tillsonburg, Ontario. And I have to say that was probably one of the most meaningful Christmas days that I have ever spent. So forever grateful to Ingrid, forever grateful for the experience and for the people that I met on that day, and for their kindness and their compassion and their smiles and their laughter and their sense of community. Those kinds of things really, really are impactful. So if you are feeling alone or a little discombobulated this holiday season, maybe that story will inspire you to seek out different ways to contribute or to connect with people. So the holiday season also brings opportunity for us to socialize, and lots of times our socializing involves alcohol use. And I'm just here to send out a little reminder that I think that it would be a really, really good idea to be mindful of the fact that there are people who really don't want to consume alcohol. And that if we are hosting a gathering, I think it's a really good idea to make sure that we create an environment that welcomes people who want to go alcohol-free, and that we're careful not to pressure people or to make too many jokes around the need for alcohol use, and then also to not ask why. People have a right to choose whether or not they want to consume alcohol, and it doesn't mean that they're a recovering alcoholic or if they've experienced any difficulties with alcohol. It just means that they've chosen tonight or for this time being to not to be drinking. We don't need to make jokes about, oh, are you pregnant, or assume anything like that. We can just allow the freedom of choice and to make sure that all of that is accepted and included in our gatherings. So I just wanted to say that because it hasn't been very long ago where I can remember shooters going around parties, and I just don't like them. I don't want to do that kind of thing. I don't want to be in a situation where I lose track or lose control. I'm very, very mindful. And it's always been very important for me to do the math, in terms of what is a standard drink, how many of those, if any, should we be consuming. Very, very mindful around drinking and driving, and obviously the risks associated with alcohol in terms of decision making and, making sure that people get home safely. Those are big concerns. And then, of course, you guys know that I'm very, very passionate around the raising awareness around, even small amounts of alcohol and how dangerous that can be in terms of the health of the pregnancy. So this is a really, really big deal. So the more we as community members, open up these discussions and make sure that there are alternatives and good choices for people to have, we can encourage that healthy lifestyle without any kind of stigma or pressure or assumptions of any kind. So I think it's also a really good time of year to spread around the public service announcement that we created and that we send out to radio every September and sometimes around the Christmas holidays. It will be sent out again this Christmas holiday by Jamie's music distributor, RDR Music. Joe Wood has been so generous with his time and his connections and his willingness to support the work that we do. He too believes that it's up to all of us to support healthy pregnancies and encourage us all to keep spreading the word. So check out my website, angelageddes.ca, and my Instagram, which is angelageddes.ca as well, and my Facebook page will all have this PSA attached to it that would be a shareable version. So we encourage you to check out that, and if you don't mind, just, help us to spread the word. Here's what the public service announcement sounds like. So have a listen. And once again, if you like it, share it around.
Most everyone knows not to drink and drive, and that even small amounts of alcohol can be risky. But do we also understand that drinking small amounts of alcohol during a pregnancy can have serious and lifelong implications for our growing baby, even in those early weeks before the pregnancy has been confirmed? It is important to realize that more people have FASD than autism, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and Tourette syndrome combined. Most of us should know this. To learn more, search online for your local, regional, provincial, state, and national FASD experts. We need more informal kitchen table conversations among friends and family about the evidence surrounding this important and largely preventable condition. This message has been brought to you by Angela Geddes Integrative Support and Wellness. AngelaGeddes.ca.
So from our home to yours, whatever you do over this holiday season and whoever you're with, we hope that you experience many peaceful and joyous moments with the most important people in your world. With many thanks, Angela.